Welcome back to Mr. Hollow Channel. Today I will tell you a story about haunted Titanic underwater tour. The deep blue water stretched as far as the eye could see, an endless abyss hiding countless secrets. Our submarine slowly descended into the murky depths, the lights illuminating small schools of fish that darted out of our path. I stared out the small circular window, watching the water grow darker and colder. Our guide, Captain Smith, spoke into the intercom.
We're approaching the wreck site. Prepare yourselves for an unforgettable experience.
The other tourists murmured in excitement. I gripped my seat, trying to calm my nerves. Something felt off about this expedition. The submarine lights revealed the decaying hull of the Titanic, looming out of the darkness like a ghostly apparition. Captain Smith described details of the shipwreck as we circled the massive structure. I tried to focus on his words, but I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. As we passed the bridge, I saw a figure standing at the wheel, a man in a tattered uniform. I gasped and pointed to the window.
Do you see that?
But when the others looked, the figure was gone. Captain Smith chuckled.
Just an optical illusion. The pressure down here plays tricks on the mind.
We entered the wreck through a gaping hole in the side. The interior was eerily intact, though coated in a thick layer of silt. Captain Smith pointed out remnants of cabins and grand staircases. As we hovered above the dining room, I saw movement out of the corner of my eye. A woman in a torn evening gown walked among the tables, trailing her fingers along the chairs. When I turned for a second look, she vanished. The other tourists were oblivious, but I could feel the ship coming to life all around us. As we passed the first-class lounge, I saw a man sitting in an armchair, a glass of brandy in his hand. When our lights shone on him, he slowly looked up and made eye contact with me. A chill ran down my spine. Captain Smith led us to the grand staircase, describing how the band played as the ship sank. But I could now hear faint music echoing through the corridors, growing louder as we approached. A group of people appeared at the top of the stairs, passengers dressed in the finery of 1912, slowly descending the steps. I rubbed my eyes, sure I was seeing things, but the ghosts remained, ignoring us as they reenacted that fateful night. The submarine turned and began to exit the way we came in. I could now see ghosts everywhere I looked, in every cabin, corridor, and deck. They milled about as if we weren't there, replaying that tragic night over and over again. I turned to Captain Smith in desperation.
Don't you see them?
He gave me a sad smile.
The spirits of the Titanic live on, whether we can see them or not.
A crew member handed me a tablet showing the wreck's discovery on film. I watched in horror as the ghosts came to life on screen, visible only in the grainy black and white footage. They had been there all along, trapped in an endless cycle of remembrance. As we left the wreck behind, I glanced back one final time. The ghosts now lined the railings, watching our departure with sad eyes. I realized then that the Titanic would never truly sink. Her story would live on, carried by the souls of the lost still waiting for rescue after more than a century. Their haunted shipwreck would remain an eternal memorial, a warning against hubris and a reminder of humanity's fragility. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it captivating. Please remember to leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more spine-tingling horror stories.